He said he was passing by and met John, who told him about my successful venture. He said he would get my mom on the weekend. I didn't say anything and he left shortly after that. After wrapping up my day, I went to John and told him that I didn't want to meet my biological parents who disowned me for being a boy. They knew about my distressed childhood. I wanted to run away and hide somewhere on the weekend, but Mary insisted that I forgive my parents and move on. I agreed to meet them on the condition that Mary and John should be present with me. So, my biological parents arrived at John's house. I thought they would apologize for what they did to me, but I tell you they had zero remorse. Instead, they counted the favors on me. Mom said I should be thankful to them that they found such good parents for me who raised me to be a successful individual. I was shocked to hear that. I wanted to give it back to them, but Mary held my hand, gesturing to me to calm down. I diplomatically said I'm blessed to have John and Mary as my parents. I can describe the meeting as awkward for me. The next day I got a call from my mother. I didn't recognize her voice. How would I? It was the first time she had called me in 20 years. It was a demand for money. She said that Dad had lost his regular job and had been working on a contractual basis for years now. She had also lost her job because apparently, no restaurant needs a 50-year-old waitress. It was difficult for them to make ends meet. I asked how much she needed and she said $20 grand would suffice. She had borrowed that money from her friends over the last few months to run the groceries at the house, and now her friends were asking for the money back and she had none. I hung up the call saying, I think about it and get back. Now the thing is, no matter how much I hate them, I feel bad that people are chasing them for money. Sometimes, I feel she's just exploiting me, but what if they genuinely need help? I'll feel bad for letting them go through the embarrassment even though I had the money. Update 1. Thanks for all the comments and kudos. I got quite mixed reactions from the people regarding helping out my mom with $20,000. I then discussed it with Mary and John. Mary was happy that I was considering helping my parents, but she also cautioned me to be vigilant. John said it was my money, so I should take the decision. He also had the same fear as me, that what if they were trying to misuse my emotions? After thinking a lot about it, I agreed to take this first and last bet on my biological parents. And made the transfer to her account. I did feel good that I was able to help out my family even though they were mean to me, but I was wrong. Perhaps, I should say I was right, because I dreaded they were going to exploit me financially, and they are indeed trying to. A week after sending the money, Mom called me again. I responded with mixed feelings. She thanked me for the help and then she said, your sisters want to meet you, so when do you think you can make it? At that moment, I really felt that my family wanted me back. I know my parents wronged me when I was a kid and I hated them, but I never hated my sister. Maybe as a small kid, I would have done some evil things to them, but after I grew up, I never held them responsible. It wasn't their fault. Sometimes, I even thought that my parents got rid of me because they were poor and not because they were evil. I told Mom that we could meet on the coming Sunday and that I could drive home. She interjected saying, why don't we meet somewhere outside? I didn't think